Hello, beautiful. I am so glad that you stopped by real quick today. Well, I wanted to stop by and just share something very special with you. Had a wonderful conversation with an old friend today, and she wanted to figure out how to incorporate her spirituality into her life. She had an awakening, and she understands that she wants to serve and she wants to discover her spiritual gifts. And that's so encouraging to me. Every time that I have a conversation like that, I come out the other side invigorated and just so proud, when people get it, when people understand that there's more to this right thing that we call life, that we are literally spirits having a human experience. And when you've reached that point where you understand that God is real and that there's a whole other dimension, a whole other level energetically that we can access, it just is very exciting to me, right? And so part of the conversation was about how does she pursue this, and she understands she has a gift and she doesn't know quite how to go about it. And so that was like I was in heaven, right? I was like, yes, another one. So basically, I just wanted to share with you 5 things that I think are important when you have awakened, right? When you realize that that spirituality really is our GPS, and that we really need to tap into our spiritual selves, our inner selves, in order to progress in life and in order to allow God to work through us, right? One of the things that I was telling her, oh my goodness, I'm moving this camera. One of the things that I was telling her was that the main thing here is, number one, acknowledging and recognizing that there is a power greater than you that is operating here on this dimension, right? And there's a way to connect with God. There's a way to connect with that power, and that is through prayer and meditation. That's according to me, right? That is the number one tool that we need to understand, the power of prayer and meditation. It's really important to pray to God. Learning how to pray is also very important, because we've been taught to pray to a God outside of ourselves, some big powerful man up there somewhere in the ether, and that's really not what I believe, right? I do believe that that God is real and that God lives within us, right? Whether you are religious, spiritual, or not, He's our creator. Whether you believe that or not, you were created with a purpose, on purpose, not randomly, and you were wonderfully and fearfully made, right? And so it's important to learn how to pray, knowing that it's already been done. You just have to believe and have faith, right? That's the conviction of your prayer. When you pray, you really should hand things over to your higher self, hand things over to God, and believe that your prayer has been heard. And so release that. And in God's time, He will align things accordingly, right? So the other side to that token is meditation. And I always, tell people how important meditation is. Prayer is amazing, but meditation really is the other side to that same coin. While prayer is talking to God, meditation really is listening to what God is telling your spirit, right? You have to trust that. And so to develop a meditation practice is extremely important. Allow yourself to go deep inside. Allow yourself to quiet your mind and your thoughts. And allow spirit to guide you. I do believe that all the answers that you're looking for are within you. You have the answers. You just have to tap into the light within you, right? So we talked about that. The second thing that I think is really important is journaling. I was talking about, telling her about before you sit to meditate and to pray, to get a journal and to set your intention. You know, what is it that, what answers are you seeking? I always have this metaphor, spiritually, when I meditate. I always see it as, you know, you're going upstairs, right? Like you're going up to another dimension, and you're going there to get the light and get the tools and get what you need on this plane, so that you could bring it down and not only heal yourself, but also heal the world, right? Just bring light from up to this level, you know, as above, so below. So we really have to learn the tool to meditate and quiet our mind, release our thoughts, trust the process, and trust that our spirit, our higher spirit, that God will indeed guide us. And so that way we can bring down all the gifts and all the light, and therefore right there in that meditation, you can literally share that light with the rest of the world. You know, we talked about how, you know, in the midst of this crazy world, right? Like things are all over the place. Sometimes we feel powerless, like, oh my goodness, this is going on and I can't do anything about it. But yes, you can. You have more power energetically than you give yourself credit for. So it's about going up, right? Going up into that realm and bringing down what needs to be shared on this level. And through meditation, literally, you can visualize sharing that light with the world. We talked about how we can influence in a positive way. We can heal in a positive way through simple meditation. Just focus on the situation that you want to heal, that you want to bring light to, and believe it. Allow your spirit to do the work, right? So that's really good. So then the other thing is mindfulness. Yes, mindfulness. It's important because, you know, we have to learn to stay in the moment, to be aware of what we're doing, when we're doing it, enjoy and feel gratitude for that moment, right? You're here right now, you're here listening to me right now, and this is where your soul should be, where your focus should be, so that you can literally benefit, right, from the moment. So mindfulness is really important, because sometimes we're doing something we don't even enjoy. We're so busy thinking about other things, right? So I just made a couple of notes here so that I didn't forget. Yes, the other thing is, do not compare yourself with others. Where somebody else is spiritually, we all have our own personal journey, and everything that you have to go through to get to a point of purpose has to happen. There's no way around it. Every experience that you experience is really a classroom. And so the idea is, you know, what is your perspective? How are you perceiving each situation? Are you being reactive, or are you asking yourself, what am I learning from this? You know, so that you don't have to repeat the pattern, right? So be mindful and be aware and understand that every situation, whether it's crazy or not, whether it's sad, whether it's distasteful, whether it's painful or not, it's important. It's part of the spiritual makeup that you are, that you came here with a purpose, and there's certain lessons that need to be learned, right? So that you can fulfill that purpose. You actually signed up for all of this. You signed up for everybody in your life that you encounter, good or bad, enemy, foe, or friend. You've already signed up for that. And that person came here to teach you something. So maybe if you shift and you reframe your situations, and, you know, you can navigate a little bit easier through life, right? And the last thing, to trust your intuition, right? Trust your intuition. Trust what your higher self is trying to tell you, and you can develop that through meditation as well. So don't second guess yourself. Don't worry about what other people think, right? And don't compare yourself. Stay in the moment, pray, meditate, and trust. So with this, I leave you. I wish you love, peace, and prosperity from my heart to yours. Love you. Bye.